let's join the ride. Dusty, Jeffrey, and Bible Times. Going away for Mom to find. Dusty, Jeffrey, and Bible Times. Video games are fun to play. Bible Times are every day. Abrahamic Bible Times. Noah's Ark in Bible Times. Daniel Lyons Bible Times. Jesus was...
Hello there, boys and girls. Last time we met, Dusty just made it into Noah's Ark with the help of Mrs. Kangaroo. Our heroes were safe in the Ark when God unleashed rain from heaven and below the ground. The whole earth was consumed by water. Only Noah's family and the animals of the Ark survived, just like God had said. Now, let's join our heroes as they continue their adventure.
Wow, Charlie Bear. I never seen so much water in my life. I think it's getting me a little sick.
Well, kid, you got a lot to learn, like, not talking so much. Enjoy the view. Me and my fellow bears are gonna sleep this one out, if you know what I mean. Our work is done here.
Jeffrey walks away a bit upset. He hasn't heard from Dusty and wonders if he made it. He walks over to Sophie, the dove.
Sophie? You didn't happen to see a little green dinosaur come on the Ark before they closed it, did you?
No, Jeffrey. I was a bit distracted by this really hot story Hans was telling me about flying to, where was it again? Ugh, I hate it when that happens.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the Ark, Eddie and Betty take notice of Mrs. Kangaroo's kid.
Dude! Have you seen that baby kangaroo over there?
Like, yeah, dude, it's like green with like spots or something. Didn't you say he was like sick?
No, dude! Can't you see that baby is evolving? Evolution is here! Baby, we gotta get ready for the next step in evolution.
Like, what step is that?
I don't know, dude. We have to get our hands on that kid. He has the secret to us becoming human.
Eddie and Betty sneak up to Dusty.
Hey, dude. There's some really cool waves on the other side of that ark. Do you want to see?
Sure, friend. I always enjoy admiring God's creation.
Dude!
You mean like Big Bang Theory, right?
No, I mean God's...
Whatever, dude. Right this way.
Not so fast, guys.
Eddie and Betty push Dusty into a closet.
Wait a minute, I don't see any waves.
Eddie and Betty lock the closet.
Stay quiet, dude. We'll be back later to see how everything's evolving. Maybe you'll become a dog.
Eddie and Betty leave Dusty locked in the closet. Dusty bangs on the door, hoping someone can hear him.
Somebody! Anybody! I'm scared of the dark! Help! Lord, going back into Bible Times is more trouble than I thought. I feel like I keep messing up. All I wanted was Jeffrey to know you the way I know you. So I just pray that he would, and that you'd get me out of this closet before I cry. Ah!
It rained and rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Then at the end of the 40 days, the rain stopped. Everyone was excited, but nobody could see any dry land for miles. In the VIP section, Ozzy begins to run low on supplies.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're running low on fruit juices, and since the rain has stopped, we should conserve until we reach dry land. The boss asked me personally if any bird is willing to search for land.
Hans flies to the center of the room with his beak held high. This is the moment he's been waiting for.
Whatever! I have the most flying experience of everyone combined. My wings have been catching dust waiting for this rain to stop. I promise you, my fellow creatures, I will not fail you. I will find land and be your hero.
The animals cheer as Hans follows Ozzy to the top of the ark. Noah had opened a window he made in the ark to let Hans out. Hans flew round and round in a circle, but couldn't find anything.
I can't stop now. Everyone's depending on me.
Jeffrey, however, has been really upset about not finding Dusty. Frustrated, he goes to Noah for some answers.
Hey there, Jeffrey. What's the matter?
I'm worried about my friend Dusty. He couldn't get on the Ark when I did, and I don't know if he made it before it started raining.
Well, have you asked anybody if they've seen him?
No, Not really.
Well, Jeffrey, I'm going to ask you something big. I'm going to ask you to have faith that God is taking care of Dusty wherever he is. I trusted that God would take care of me during this flood. He wants us to trust him with everything happening in our lives.
Thanks, Noah. I'm going to have to start trusting God that Dusty's okay.
That's good, son. Now I'm going to ask you one more thing.
Yes, Noah?
Could you go down into the closet downstairs and get my tools so I can fix this window?
Jeffrey rushes downstairs to get Noah's tools. He unlocks the door and gets a pleasant surprise.
Ah! Oh, Jeff!
Dusty?
Jeffrey, I never thought I'd see you again. See, these monkeys tricked me into the closet.
Whatever, Dusty. I'm so happy you made it into the ark. The rain stopped and Noah sent a raven to find dry land.
A raven? He has to send a dove. What's going on this ark? The dove will find dry land. Have you seen any doves around?
I think so. In the VIP room.
VIP? You have to take me there this minute.
Our heroes rush quickly to the VIP room, looking for Sophie, who's stuck on a thought.
Apple and juice come from the same place? Wow, apple juice.
Sophie, this is my good friend Dusty. He says you're the one who can find dry land.
What about Hans? He's already looking. I'm not as good at flying as him.
Hey, Sophie. I'm Dusty the Dino, and I travel through Bible times. And trust me, I know. A dove, not a raven, finds dry land.
Sophie, you told me you knew someday you're gonna be famous. This is the moment you've been waiting for your whole life.
You're right. This is my big moment. When can I start?
Follow me.
Jeffrey races back to Noah along with Sophie and Dusty.
I was wondering what happened to you.
Try sending this dove. I know she'll find dry land.
Okay, son.
Noah sends out Sophie to find dry land. Hans watches Sophie from the sky.
What is that dimwit doing? She has no business here.
What am I looking for again?
She flies back towards the ark.
What am I looking for again?
Dry land!
Oh, okay. Dry land? I don't even know what that means.
Oh, God, help us.
Sophie flew all over while Hans still circled the ark. The sun was beginning to set, and she hadn't found anything yet. She was beginning to get tired. She stumbled on an olive tree to catch her breath. Then she stumbled on a thought.
I wonder if I take one of these branches back with me, can Ozzy turn it into a juice?
Meanwhile, back at the ark, all the animals were losing hope on ever getting off the ark. Sophie had been gone a while, and Hans was nowhere to be found.
We need to be patient. I'm sure Sophie's okay.
She's not the smartest bird in the bunch.
You guys need to have more faith. I'm sure God wouldn't leave us on this ark for no good reason.
Suddenly, from a distance, they could see something flying in the air.
What's that in the distance?
It's a flying something.
I can't believe my eyes.
Suddenly, a voice cries out from the sky.
Hey guys, I found something for juice.
It's Sophie! She found dry land!
So Sophie returned with an olive branch. God also put a rainbow in the sky as a sign that he would never flood the earth again. For as long as we can see a rainbow, there will never be a flood that will cover the earth again. God also kept his promise to Noah. When the water disappeared, he opened the ark and everyone left to start anew. Dusty and Jeffrey said goodbye to their new friends and returned home back in time for dinner.
Abrahamic Bible times, Noah's Ark in Bible times, Daniel back in Bible times, Jesus was in Bible times.
Okay, kids. See you next time in a Bible time.
Hello, and this is Dan from the C.R.A.C Show, and I just want to talk briefly about the Dusty the Dino series. And when all of us came up with the segment, came out in a funny way. We knew we wanted a character that would go back into Bible times, and we thought of this character, Dusty, a dinosaur from prehistoric times traveling through time. For me personally, when I come up with the basic concepts for these segments, I really think back into my childhood and what I enjoyed. And some of my favorite moments, I remember renting these videos. My parents used to rent these videos in church called The Greatest Adventure, and they had different stories of the Bible, from Samson, David and Goliath, and Noah's Ark, and the kids would go back in time with this guy. I don't remember what he was, but he would go back in time and he would show the adventure, but everything was always perfect. Everything would always happen. Okay, so with Dusty, I think it's important for me to show that going back in time can cause problems. Sometimes things don't go your way, and I really wanted to capture the spirit of being a child and being excited in a world that you don't know. Jeffrey is going back in time to these places. He doesn't know what's going on, and Dusty is his guide, and Dusty's not a perfect guy. Things do happen to him, and it's all in good fun. And I feel a lot of the programming out there right now for children is not what it used to be. Not saying that it's bad or it's perverted, but it just doesn't. I feel like it's sort of taken the innocence away from childhood and the sort of excitement and adventure. I remember watching cartoons as a kid, and I'd be excited if they were in some adventure. I'd be all about it. I feel like what's going on in the world right now, a lot of children are losing their innocence. They're not children anymore. They're dealing with adult problems at a young age, and I feel that Jeffrey represents that. I want children from different backgrounds, whether it be broken homes or problems at school or bullies, to feel that it's okay to have those problems. They're not different. There's nothing wrong with that. And that Jeffrey does suffer some of those same problems, but Dusty's his best friend, and Dusty still wants to take him on these adventures. I feel that it's important for us to accept children as children, not to judge them or label them or make them feel like, they can't be children. We should just let them grow up and make those mistakes and be innocent rather than trying to take their childhood away from them.